Hi everybody, this is Raymond Novara at East End Assemblies, and I'm here today to talk to you about removing and replacing a BGA with my Pace TF2800. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to prep your board. You want to go ahead and cover any of the components that may be affected by the heat that you're going to be putting down to the board. You're going to heat the board from the bottom and you're going to heat the board from the top. So if there are any parts that can't withstand 400 degrees of temperature, you better get them covered with aluminum tape or, heat tape, something like that. Okay, so then, you get your board set. You have your BGA lined up underneath your heat pipes, and you obviously need to know how long you have to have the BGA heated for. There are different profiles that you can run, and through experience, you will learn how to do this. So the first thing you do is you reflow the BGA, and this will probably take anywhere from 4 to 7 minutes, depending upon the thickness of the board. And then you remove the BGA. So now you have the BGA removed. The next step is to clean the pads on the PC board. This is one of the most important steps because you have to be very careful to make sure that you don't damage any of the pads on the board. If you pull off any of the pads on the board is shot. That's why when you're pulling the BGA off, you have to make sure that the board is thoroughly heated, okay? And that's why, usually I recommend a profile of anywhere from 4 to 7 minutes. Okay, so now you pull the BGA off. What I like to do after I clean the pads is I like to go and clean the board. I like to clean off any flux residue that may be there, okay? And of course, when I'm talking about cleaning the pads, I'm talking about using solder wick, getting all the solder off, because you want to make sure when you put the BGA back that the BGA doesn't tilt from side to side. You want it to be absolutely perfect, okay? Now, when you're just replacing a BGA, you don't have to put solder paste down, okay? If you were adding a BGA for the first time and the board is golden egg, then it is probably a good idea to go and get yourself a mini stencil and put some solder paste down. But if this is for just replacing and putting another BGA down, you don't have to add solder paste. But what is crucial is that you add a thin layer of flux. You want to add a thin layer of flux on the board and a thin layer of flux on the BGA. Do not use too much flux. If you use too much flux, the part's going to boil and slide over. So that's really, really important, okay? Then you put your BGA into your rework station. You make sure that it is lined up perfectly, and you reflow your BGA. Now, I'm also going to put a video out there that is going to show what a fully collapsed BGA should look like. After you are done reflowing your BGA, you want to look at it from all different sides to make sure that the BGA is fully collapsed. And if you have an x-ray machine, you can go over and you can x-ray it. And, make sure you don't have any shorts or anything like that. You really should not have any shorts if you follow all the steps that I give you. Just a very, very thin layer of flux on the bottom of the board and on the BGA. And if you do add solder paste, this is the most crucial part. Make sure that the solder pasting is perfect, okay? That is the most important thing when putting a BGA down, is that the solder paste is perfect. If the solder pasting is perfect, you will not have any shorts and you should not have any voids. Okay? That's it for today, guys. This is Raymond Novara with East End Assemblies, and I hope that some of these things that I'm telling you help you out a little bit. Thank you.